I was just dying to turn heel, then he didn't want me to.
He moved out of the way. Look out, the big splash. 1, 2. He got it. Oh, my goodness.
And then after WrestleMania 9 or 10, Vince and I had a talk, and he just thought my run was over. You know, it's just the red and yellow thing, man. We just beat it to death. And I said, well, why turn heel? He goes, no, I just think your run's kind of over. And I went, God, I don't agree. And then when we said goodbye, and I told Vince, thank you, I'll never run against you. Man, it's getting deep now. Can we keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said, never run against you. And I was out in LA making another of those cheap low-budget movies, and those 14-hour days were killing me. And right next to me was Flair and Bischoff. They kept approaching me about wrestling. I made the decision during that time to go back to work. I come out of hiding. And I just kind of like went against my word and ran against him.
Yes, sir! Get in, Hogan! Are you kidding me?
I was very impressed in a grudging type of way with Hogan's heel turn because I was with WWE and it was clear that the Hulkster had seized the moment and had created epic TV.
What is he doing? God! Is he the third man? He's the third man!
WCW was firing on all cylinders.
You had not just children, but grown men and women actively crying.
See those little Hulksters with the tears rolling down their face right now?
Which goes on to be one of the great moments in wrestling history.
Right.
Let's get everybody out of the dressing room right now and kick his rear end.
Can I ask what's going through your mind? Garbage is being thrown at you.
I'm thinking this is either going to be bigger than Hulkamania taking off, or it's going to destroy my career.
What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up.
It was a high-pressure situation. I was so upset and worried, I forgot to put my wrestling boots on. And I'm going, oh my God, I've got cowboy boots on. And I'm supposed to be wrestling.
This right here is the future of wrestling. You can call this the new world order of wrestling, brother.
That's where I started thinking, you know, like, if it wasn't for me, Eric Bischoff, you'd still be selling meat.
From a truck in Minneapolis.
That was just like straight off the shoulder, you know.
For you to join up with the likes of these two men absolutely makes me sick to my stomach.
Once I got my role and I saw the white heat and all the trash coming, Mean Gene's nose bleeding and stuff because he got hit in the nose, I said, this is going to be good. And I knew right then it was going to work.
What you gonna do when the New World Organization runs wild on you? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Don't touch me up!
It was a juggernaut. And then the NWO just becomes almost bigger than the business.
Hulk Hogan has become a street thug.
The whole NWO run changed the business completely. From the moment I turned into Hollywood Hogan, we got on a crazy roll.
Hollywood NWO.
So, Hulk, we are hoping to find a couple of treasures. Do you have anything from that historic NWO run?
Well, almost all the gear and stuff that I had, I just gave it away. But, you know, brother, I have right around the corner here at the beach, there's Hogan's Beach Shop, you know, and there's a lot of Hulk stuff in there. Plus, there's probably some old school stuff. We can head over there and check it out, that's for sure.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Hulkster, this place is unbelievable. I feel like that proverbial kid in the candy store.
We've been here like 10 years now. A friend of mine gave us the statue out front, which catches everybody's eye. And then when you get in here, you see the real good statues made out of pharmaceutical silicone that actually feel like my nose and my hand.
Are those Andres?
These were Andre's originals that were made for him by Hildegard.
Carlin Hildegard out of Ohio.
And they sent these to me because Andre and I got really close, you know, the last 10 years he was alive.
Yeah.
Which I wish it would have been that easy. The first 10 years I was friends with him.
Difficult, huh?
He just didn't like me, and I was young and stupid and actually thought I might be able to beat him. And every time he kind of like would, you know, take the wind out of my sails.
Oh! Well, Andre almost put him in the upper deck for that.
And then after several trips to Japan with him, he finally says, "You're okay, boss, you're okay."
But it took a while.
That took about 10 years, yeah.
Taking a pretty fair beating for that.
I think the thing that really won him over was I made the mistake of bringing a flight attendant to the Capitol Center when I was single, you know.
Okay.
She's a really pretty lady. I put her on the first row. And so every time I'd take a bump, I'd roll out in front of her, right?
Yeah.
So the boss figured it out real quick. After me taking 2 or 3 bumps out in front of her and trying to entertain her, he got me in the ring, and of course, he put my neck on the bottom rope,
Yeah.
grabbed the second rope and twisted my neck in the bottom rope, and used his foot to shake the rope as hard as he could. He about broke my neck, and she was right in front watching this. And then he undid the ropes and grabbed me by the tights like a stork.
Yeah.
And just carried me around the ring with all my junk hanging out, you know. "No more girls. You're acting stupid. No more girls." I said, "Yes, sir, no more girls." And I think after that, I won him over.
Hulk Hogan indicating he's #1 on the other side of the ring.
Whenever I would ask Andre, "What do you want to do out there for 30 minutes?" he'd go, "Don't worry." And I never worried, because he taught me that the best wrestlers are the ones that listen to the crowd with their ears and with their heart and have instinct. It made him very, very special.
Your winner, Andre the Giant.
Just incredible stuff.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff here.
Was the idea to spray paint, was that just something that came to you? I mean, it was crazy in that you're looking to denigrate the title, and somehow in doing so, you made it even more valuable.
It kind of started out with just us spray painting all of Ted Turner's equipment and
Yeah.
TV trucks and spray painting guys in the ring, which was a major heat getter.
Right, oh,
You
sure,
know?
sure.
Then all of a sudden, the belt just happened to be part of the equation. I said, "Give me that spray paint can." We did it right in the middle of the ring.
Oh my God, they're going to spray paint.
I cannot believe this. This is unbelievable. This is turning my stomach right now.
nWo is the only way to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, out of the corner of my eye, I see something that doesn't look like a replica at all.
No.
Is that from your nWo run?
Yeah, these are the real things, man. These are ring worn. They look pretty crazy here. These are the real deal here, man.
So these tights were actually tights that he wore in WWE, but it's when he came back as part of nWo. These tights were worn in a very significant match that pitted Stone Cold Steve Austin and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson against the Hulkster, Hall, and Nash. I think it says a lot about Hogan and the nWo that the nWo transcended WCW and remained red hot so many years after they were formed.
These are amazing. I wonder, what if we exchanged those historic nWo tights for a tidy sum of cash?
What are you going to do with these?
That's
the main thing.
First and foremost, WWE is going to have an incredible display. We're going to have a lot of incredible, one-of-a-kind, match-worn items from some of the biggest superstars in WWE history. And we'd like to display it for the fans.
And they stay with the WWE.
Stay with WWE. They're not going anywhere. Once they're
If
in
you decide
WWE,
to sell them, you'll sell them back to me.
we would.
Well, everybody's got a price, brother. What are you thinking?
$10,000.
10 grand? You know, I feel there is an ulterior motive here to this.
Okay.
You might be just looking for another pair of pajamas, you know, because you look good in these stumbling around the house. But for the WWE, brother, anything. Thank you, brother.
you.
My pleasure.
Appreciate that.
nWo for life.
Thank you, Hulkster.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
All right. Much love.
What a perfect day this is.